Welcome to Leadership Moments.
In every great leader's life, there are pivotal moments that shape their character, test their resilience, and awaken their vision.
Together, we'll uncover the invaluable lessons hidden within these transformative moments. I asked Tracy Ann to join me today because I want to talk about a topic we both believe is critical for every leader and really every person to perform, and that is paying it forward, otherwise known as giving back. It is offering your time and experience, typically for free, to help lift up others. Now, paying it forward can be given in hundreds or even thousands of ways. Today, we will focus on paying it forward in others' career journeys. Now, the reason I wanted you here, Tracy Ann, is because I know this is something you deeply believe in, so much that you even founded a nonprofit about it.
Yeah, that's right, Stacey. I'm sure everyone listening can think of a time when someone in their career or even during their school years took the time to help them improve their career goals or even just mentored them in a particular situation. It's really important for us to remember that others helped us. None of us do this alone. And it is our responsibility to then turn that around and do the same for others. And this is something, Stacey, you and I have spoken a lot about.
Yeah, that's right. The best way to thank those who have helped you is to pay it forward to others. Teach others what others have taught you. And Tracy Ann, as I mentioned earlier, you founded We Build Character, which is a nonprofit specifically focused on paying it forward. Can you tell our listeners how you founded this and what it's all about?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. So 16 years ago now, and I truly can't even believe it's been 16 years, by the way. I sat down at breakfast with another woman and she said, hey, you've got all these CIOs in the community have sort of made it, if you want to call it that. And I've got all these individuals who want to be mentored by these kinds of people. What do you think? Let's get ourselves an executive coach to help us through this, and let's get some of these folks mentored. And that was the impetus of We Build Character. And the reason I share this with you is we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how much impact we would have, but we've had a significant impact. Now, our target was these first level to mid-level leaders. Too often, we promote team members into leaders, but we don't teach them how to be leaders. And so the sad thing is, in some ways, we set them up for failure, right? They're not prepared. It's like when you go into battle, you don't just go into battle, you train and you prepare. It's the same thing. I also had other senior leaders through this whole process, as I said, the CIOs, join me to mentor some of these less experienced leaders. Anyway, at the end of the program, just by giving them a little bit of time, offering knowledge and experience, we saw these individuals grow. But it was so profound that we were in awe and we were like, okay, we're onto something here. So we created We Build Character. It's based on 4 pillars: leadership skills. It's community mentoring, meaning we get leaders in the community to mentor these individuals. Professional networking, which is really about building quality relationships with the community that you are involved in. And then the third one is paying it forward, because we believe that, part of being a leader is the accountability to our communities, right? And honestly, we've seen over 300 mentees go through this program. Over half of these mentees have been promoted since the program, and many today are in C-level executives.
It's such a great story. And what I love about that is you and I talk a lot in our other episodes about how leaders just need to show up and need to try things. And you just tried something. And look what has happened. Over 300 mentees, 16 years later, a ton have been promoted. It's really a great program. And I'm a mentor for this program as well. And I can't express enough how profound the transformation has been with these individuals who go through it. All right, let's talk about how others can pay it forward, even if they don't have a program like this available to them.
Yeah, so I think first and foremost, paying it forward is about someone being under your wing, giving them a safe space to be vulnerable, which is really where we think we have the biggest impact. We really truly get to understand what the barriers are. They express their concerns, we're asking questions, giving them our undivided attention, assisting them with ideas, role playing, asking them questions to show them how to think through things and how to get them to answer those questions themselves, basically, and really how to help themselves. And it's through that whole process that we are able to make what I call almost small tweaks in someone's potential, because they're breaking through the things that are really holding them back. And that is what it means to pay it forward, is that you're really putting them on a completely different trajectory to what they were before.
Yeah, really great points. And something for our listeners to consider. We are not talking about taking one of your direct reports or indirect reports, because that is actually what you should be doing as a leader already. This is about taking someone outside of your organization hierarchy. It may be a team member on another team at another organization, or someone you know through a group that you're part of, such as your church, Chamber of Commerce, or Rotary Club, anything like that.
Yeah, and you don't need to wait until you've achieved a senior level or C-level position to pay it forward. I mean, even in our program with the nonprofit, the mentees or students also have to pay it forward in the program. This is first and mid-level leaders paying it forward to the college students and helping them with resume writing, role playing for job interviews, and just really giving them some experiences of how to go into that market, how to get a job within corporate. The point is, no matter where you are in your career, there is always someone who doesn't know or who hasn't got the experience that you have. So you can always pay it forward in any time in your life.
Yeah, and it's so true. There's even studies that show how acts of kindness can increase serotonin and dopamine levels in the brain and leading to feelings of happiness and satisfaction.
Yeah. And it also increases your social activity. And socialization with others has been a proven factor in having good health. Something that Stacey and I care about with all the work that we're doing around leadership is also looking at, well, what is that research telling us? We're speaking about serotonin now and dopamine, but to reach peak performance, it's really all these areas that help us. One of the areas you are so disciplined, and that's with your health and your workout and all that. And that is because you need all of that to make you a strong, resilient, full functioning leader, right? So we're talking about serotonin and dopamine. Yes, when we give, we get.
That's right. Absolutely. And every mentor or leader that I talk to has told me that they gain as much out of the experience as the mentee or student does.
Yeah.
I know when I mentor others, I learn new things as well. Now, these may be smaller things, such as just hearing a different perspective or learning how they handle things at other organizations. But there's also some larger takeaways too sometimes. So, for example, the organization that one of my mentees was at was successful at implementing a company wide initiative on a topic that my organization at the time was struggling with. So, my mentee was able to connect me with other leaders at their organization for us to learn some of those best practices. And we were able to then conquer it and something we couldn't do before. And I was the mentor.
Well, both sides of the relationship benefit. This leads to how paying it forward always naturally expands your network. And it's not just about expanding it, it's about the power of that expansion, because you're with like minded people, you care about the community, you care about people, and then you start helping each other. So these relationships are deep. This is an easy, more natural way to really build out your network. Not only do you do that with whom you're helping, but if you seek out programs where a group of leaders do this together, you're now expanding your network by 10, 20-fold. And over time, the more you do this, the more those relationships strengthen and grow in numbers. And as Stacey said, then you start to collaborate on other areas that relate back to your business or to your profession.
Yeah, so true, Tracy Ann. And let's discuss how to be a good mentor, because saying you're going to do it is one thing, but doing it well is so important. Your job as a mentor is to support while also stretching the mentee in their thinking and ability. Be clear in the beginning on the goals that the mentee wants to achieve. Make sure that you are the right mentor for them in those goals that they want to achieve as well. There may be a better fit somewhere else. Build rapport by taking the time to get to know your mentee, and maintain confidentiality to ensure you create a safe environment for them to be vulnerable so you know where they truly need help. So important, that confidentiality. I cannot stress that enough. Don't just give them the answer. Ask questions to help them come to the answer. That is the best way for them. You can offer your experience, but remember, your experience is yours and theirs will be different. Be honest with them about what you see as their opportunities and provide resources for them. Increase their network by introducing them to other people or groups. Be vulnerable yourself to show them that they are not alone and that you have all the same opportunities that they do. And most importantly, ask them for feedback on how you are doing as their mentor. You may believe you are giving them what they need, and really they need something different from you.
Yeah, anytime you engage with others to teach and work through issues, you're not only practicing your leadership skills, but you're also enhancing your problem solving skills. And as you guide others through challenges, you are refining your ability to analyze issues, think critically, and develop effective solutions. There's also a significant amount of personal satisfaction that comes from helping others and seeing them succeed. We just spoke about that. This can certainly contribute to a sense of purpose and fulfillment in your own career and life. And I'll tell you, I did the leadership mentoring best practices with the Rise class of 2024. We're just launching that. I did that this week. And you could literally see all of the mentors in the call nodding their heads because everything we're talking about really resonates with them, and it's everything that Stacey just mentioned, about what are these best practices and how do we do that. We'll share some of that more and more in our communities as we go forward here. But paying it forward, you contribute to create a legacy of kindness, of generosity, and leadership. It's really about you leaving a mark on your organization, in the lives of the people you mentor, which can have lasting effects beyond your career.
So true. And when we retire or leave this earth, it is only our legacy that we leave behind that matters at that point. So ask yourself, what legacy do you want to leave behind? And how can you pay it forward now to build this legacy?
Yeah. And I would like to leave everybody here with a challenge. Okay. Go subscribe to our channel at youtube.com/@leadershipmoments. Then comment on this episode. It's season 2, episode 7, how you are paying it forward. By all of us sharing our method of paying it forward, we will build a community of ways where even more leaders can participate. So thanks for being with us, everyone, and go pay it forward today.
And that concludes another episode of Leadership Moments. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights in what we shared today. Remember, leadership is not defined solely by titles or positions, but by the choices we make and the moments that shape us.
Embrace the challenges that come your way. They may be the very moments that propel you toward greatness. We'd love to hear your thoughts and stories as well. Connect with us on our website at leadershipmomentspodcast.com or through social media on Instagram at tap_be-the-game-changer.
And Stacey Castor _. Remember, your leadership moment could be just around the corner, waiting for you to seize it. This is Stacey Castor, and what doesn't challenge you won't change you.
This is Tracy Ann Palmer, and be the change you wish to see in the world.